Hi, boys and girls. So, welcome to my art class. And today we're going to be focusing on our Sunday school art class or our art class that has to do with God. And I was thinking Holy Week is coming and we see crosses all over. We see them hanging in our house, people wear them on our neck. We know what the symbol of the cross means. But I thought it would be nice if we made our own cross today that we could cut out, hang in our room, and have it remind us of why do we wear crosses to begin with? What does that mean? So if you think about it, if you talk to people that you know in your house who know the Lord, they're going to explain to you that because Jesus died on this cross, he showed you that he loved you. And so I made my cross, and on my cross, it says, Jesus loves me, this I know, which comes from a song that we know, Jesus loves me, this I know, because the Bible tells me so. I say it's because the cross tells us so, right? And so if you take a look at this, you could see that I made my cross three-dimensional. So it looks like it might be thick and heavy, but it's not. It's just drawn on paper. I'm going to show you how to make a cross just like this one. You don't have to color it in the colors that I used. You can color it in any colors you wish. It's not very hard. In fact, it's pretty easy. If you don't want to make the edges to make it look like it's three-dimensional, it's fine for your cross to just be flat. So, what materials do we need, right? We do this all the time. Today, I am not wearing a pencil in my hair. So, you're going to need a pencil in case you have to erase. You know that. I have my markers and I have crayons, but today we're going to add three more things. You are going to need a pair of scissors, glue or tape, whatever you can use. And I would like you to have two pieces of paper, one to draw on, and then I found a colored piece of paper that I can glue my cross on top of after I'm done coloring it. That just makes your cross seem a little thicker so that when you go to hang it up, it's nice and sturdy. Okay, so we're going to get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one down. I'm just going to move this over here because I'm going to hold it up a couple times because we're going to be looking at it. And, I don't know what happened to my tape. There it is. I found it. Look, it was sitting with my koala bear. Okay, so now I'm going to take my tape. There's already tape there, but I needed to look for tape. That's so silly. I'm going to add another piece anyway. And I'm going to tape my paper right here. Okay. Now, you're going to be using a pencil, so I'm actually going to start with a pencil this time. I'm going to turn this camera a little lower so that you can see this, and I'm going to move it a little closer. The reason is because if I do mine in marker, I won't be able to erase the parts I need to erase, and that's really important. I'm going to start by making the lowercase letter T. Okay, so I'm going to turn it this way. I'll turn it back to you. So I'm going to my line to be relatively straight, but I'm going to move it nice and close so you can see just the lowercase letter T or the cross symbol that we know. But I'm going to do something a little different. At the top of my cross T, I'm going to draw a line that goes across the top like this. And where my sides end, I'm going to do that. And then on the bottom, I'm going to go across the bottom like that. So you see, I gave it a foot, a hat, and two hands. So that's where everything is going to connect, okay? So now I can make it fatter, almost like a block letter T. And I'm going to draw down. I think you can see that. And I'm going to draw over to my hands. And I'm above the middle line. Do you see that? I'm above the middle line. So now I'm going to draw, it's going to be hard for me to do this. I'm going to draw over, but I'm not going to touch the center line. I'm going to stop before I get to it. I'm going to draw over. And now I need to come all the way down to the edge of my feet. And now you can see it. It's not perfectly straight. That's okay. Doesn't have to be because we're going to add designs around it. So mine, I kept flat like a block. You could do yours a little different. So I'm going to take my marker now. I want to outline this so that you can see the color a little better, or you can see the shape of the cross. So I just outlined it. You can see where the pencil is. I can take my pencil now and I can start to erase what I don't want anymore. Do you see that? So you can take away what you drew that you don't need anymore. When I'm erasing, I'm really careful. I don't want to smudge my marker. So I'm going to take my time. There you go. So this is the outside of my cross. If I want to make my cross look three-dimensional, like give it a side, I'm going to show you a really easy trick. What I like to do, I put a dot on the corners. I'm not going to put a dot on the top corner because I don't need it. Because watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a little teeny arm going like a diagonal like that. And I'm going to do the same little arm off of every dot. Oops, I should have done one down on the other side too. And they're all going in the same direction. Do you think I need one over here? I do. I'm going to put one over here. Do you think I need one there? No, you don't need it at the top. You only need it at the bottom. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a dot on the ends of those little arms, almost like I played connect the dots. I'm going to draw a line from this dot to the top of the cross. I'm going to draw a line from this dot to this dot. Now we are going to play connect the dots. Now I'm going to draw a line from this dot to that dot. Now I'm going to draw a line from that dot all the way down to that dot. I'm going to draw a line from that dot to that dot. And I'm going to draw a line from that dot to the wall. Now, ta-da, you have a 3D cross. So now I can move the camera back up again just a little bit and you can see me decorate the inside. When I decorated the inside of this cross, I did another little cross inside. So I just kind of went around, followed my edges, just for fun. I love giving everything a border. I just like to do that. I don't know why. I like to have a reason to color a lot of different colors. So to give the border makes it a lot of fun. And I'm going to go over and down. See? So now I have an inside border. I think my next step is going to be the heart inside the center, because I know how much Jesus loves me, and I think that the cross is that representation of that love. And so I want to put a heart right in the middle of my cross. My heart's a little lopsided. Your heart doesn't have to be lopsided. It's kind of hard when Mrs. Jones is drawing to the side, so please forgive me. Then I put another cross inside, but I'm going to show you an easy way to do it. Just do a rectangle coming out at the top of the heart, another rectangle coming out of the sides of the heart, and a long rectangle coming out of the bottom of the heart. There you go. Very simple. I wrote Jesus in the top. I wrote loves on the one side, me on the other, and THIS, this, I know. Now you can decorate the insides of the heart. You could put a heart over here and a little heart over here and another heart down there and a little heart there. When I did this one, I did footballs because I know some boys like to have footballs, right, on their hearts. I tried to do one that might be more boyish and more girlish. I like to do the little shine on the heart if you want to make the shine on the heart. You can make designs down here at the bottom if you want. Any kind that you think might make your cross look fancier, it's fine with me. When you go to add your color, pick any colors that you like. When I did this heart, I did red in the middle, I did brown for my footballs, and then everything else I colored. I wanted the middle, because my inside was purple and it was darker, I wanted to make sure that the inside cross was light in color. It doesn't really matter. But when you're finished, I'm going to go over what we're going to do when we're done. So let's pretend I colored this in. And I don't need to go over how to color except to tell you not to scribble. You know that. I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm always going to hold my scissors away from me. I want to show you a trick, boys and girls. I like to pretend that this is an alligator, okay? This is the eye, and this is the jaw. My thumb goes in the eye, my fingers go in the jaw, and then I can open up his mouth. The alligator is only allowed to point away from me, and my alligator only likes to eat paper. You can't feed your alligator anything but paper. Should your alligator cut your shirt? No. Should your alligator cut your hair? No. Our alligators are only for cutting paper. And I'm going to be cutting out my heart. And as you can see, I'm taking my time. I'm staying really close to my lines that I drew because the alligator is hungry and he likes to eat lines. Chomp, chomp, chomp. So I teach my students to say, when they're cutting, I always say chomp, chomp, chomp. Say it soft. So we go chomp, 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 chomp. And then we're going to turn it this way, and this way, and this way, and then this way. And I'm turning my paper as I cut. I'm not turning the scissors, I'm turning the paper because it's easier to actually turn the paper than it is to turn the scissors. And now I have my cross cut out. So the next step is we want to glue it onto a piece of paper. So I want to be able to glue it onto another colored piece of paper, a different colored piece of paper, if you have it. If not, you don't have to glue anything. When I use my glue, I say just a dot, you say not a lot. Just a dot, just a dot. Very good. So I only use just a little dot of glue, and I put a dot in each corner. See that? Just a little teeny little itty bitty dot. You don't need more than that. Mrs. Jones doesn't like glue squirting out all over her papers. When I lay my paper down, I pat it very gently. And there we go. You can keep it on this paper or you can cut around it. I glued mine onto green, and you could see a little bit of green around my cross. That's because I left a little bit of a halo. Or you can put it just like this and not cut it out again. It's entirely up to you. Boys and girls, my church is looking for students to show their work for a slideshow we would like to do for Easter. So any artwork that's related to Easter, we would love for you to do. What you can do is message me or attach it in the comments, and then your artwork might end up on a slide presentation that's going to be a video that's going to live stream Good Friday and Easter. And I'll let you know if you're going to be on it and you can watch. Okay? So we would love if you would submit your work for that. It's kind of like an art show. All right? Boys and girls, I hope you have a great time. I can't wait to see these. God bless. Bye-bye.